What's up? This is
Gentlemen.
Out of Pocket, the Hoop Show for real hoop fans, presented by Puperoni. I'm LaJethro Jenkins.
Josiah Johnson.
I'm Zach Schwartz. How are we doing tonight, gentlemen?
I mean,
good,
it's supposed to be the show for real hoop fans, but you know niggas not watching this.
Come on, bro.
Nobody watched this finals. We
Bro,
had
I
to.
don't-
We got to.
bro.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm a fan of beautiful basketball.
That was good basketball. Gee. No, I mean the Nugget side. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the Nuggets are unreal. Like the way they move the ball, they should have shot at Jimmy walking off the court, and he's got this look in his eye like he's gonna come back at them. I don't know if they'll win, but he looks mad as fuck. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to solve this ever evolving Serbian. I mean, he's just a problem. Like I don't know how you figure out or stop him at this point.
Well, I feel like the easiest way to stop him is to shoot more than 2 free throws in the game. I didn't know the Nuggets were foul merchants. What are we doing out here? Spo gotta get loud and vocal in this press conference. Got to hit him with the Steve Kerr. What's going? We only got 2 free throws for the whole game. You shitting me? What are we talking about here?
They are
Nuggets
good
are great.
They are good at defending without fouling, bro.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like they have great guard defenders, and that's what they're. You know, the Heat have been good at is getting buckets from the guard position. You know what I'm saying? But they have great guard defense. So like Joker dominating without scoring. You know what I mean? Like Murray is just a fucking. I don't even say this term shot maker. I think it's a nerd coach term, but it's a fact, bro. You can't talk about Murray without calling him a shot maker. You know, they're just a really, really good team, bro.
MPJ's great.
They're gonna be there for years. They're gonna be in this finals for years.
It warms my heart seeing KCP. Like there was the Heat went on a run tonight, and ball found its way to KCP, and he just hit the shot, kind of like all right, settle. It warms my heart that like KCP is that guy on this team, like that he has the finals experience, that he's got a ring, and kind of can help guide this team. I think that's awesome, and I think that it's a nice sort of second chapter for KCP's career after life in LA. I think it's fucking awesome.
Keith says it looks like the Monstars, bro. To me, it looked like an AAU like tourney where the winning, you know, like the winners bracket, the team that lost none is playing the losers bracket. You know what I mean? The person has to win 2 games against the winner in order to win the chip. Like that's what it kind of looked like, where you know it had that vibe.
Let him jump in the series. It's not over. I'm just gonna say that.
Over. I don't think it's over.
He got to make shot though. Where's Caleb Martin at? He was out there looking like Ricky Martin, living La Vida Choca. But
oh my Lord.
But no, I mean, but you know, average of 20 piece. You know, 60% from the field. I think like 50 from 3 against the Celtics. You know, I had him on my higher lower pick him. He betrayed me. I knew after the first quarter we were not hitting. Underdog Fantasy got my $10.
I think a guy like that you can only ask so much from, right? Like the fact he gave you as much as he did in that Celtic series, Caleb Martin, like that's great. But you get to this series, it's almost like hitting the reset button. And if he's cold, you kind of feel like, okay, that might be a wrap for him in this series, you know?
But watching these Heat, like you look at Haywood Highsmith, right? And excellent game. Shout out to him. He did his thing. He was balling. But if you need that dude to cook and he's out there looking better than Jimmy Butler, it's a problem in a situation that we need to address. But even having said all that, I think Nuggets went up like 24. We thought it was cooked. We were going to start the show early. Obviously, we know everybody's going to be bored out there. Misery already switching channels, watching Succession reruns like some people on the show. But then, look, the Heat at least made it a reasonably good game. But you also knew, like I'm watching Joker, and it's like, oh, Joker on Bam. I'm literally like with my family telling them what move's about to happen. Oh, fadeaway jumper. Oh, he's just going to give him that. He's going to give him that Serbian swerve.
That one-on-one move he had, it was like so easy. Like I think it was 3 possessions back to back where it's like bucket, so easy. And that's the thing with them, bro. Like the Heat have to take what they can get. The Nuggets get exactly what they want. And you know, it's just hard to beat a team when they're doing exactly what they want, and you have to kind of figure out a way. It seemed like they figured out something to end in that fourth quarter. And I think, you know, Spo can figure out how to take advantage of that. But this team is just so good, you know.
We said that with the Lakers. Like, we did, but we
didn't have Spo. We didn't have the Brainiac, the supercomputer, you know, figured out.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I think while I was watching that comeback, I was just sort of sitting there like, watching the Heat kind of get pumped up, like, fellas, this is
not
not going to
gonna
be enough.
happen.
I'll
It's
already
not
tell
gonna
you this.
happen.
I watched the Lakers do this. I got excited. I'm telling you, you're not going to come all the way back from this one. So I kind of think that the Nuggets almost do that to keep themselves in the games. I don't know. I don't know. They kind of like let their foot off the gas, almost like they're like resting their foot for a second just to punch the gas again.
It was so easy. It was crazy. Like seeing them get so many buckets like right at the rim to start off. Like we gonna get the we just bullying like talking about Aaron Gordon and like cooking them. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Aaron Gordon was right at the rim. Getting exactly what he wanted. They give him to the ball. He was either dunking it or laying it up. It wasn't like he was like pulling up. Everybody's playing within themselves, man. But I think like Caleb probably wasn't as effective because he was getting those butt naked open shots he was getting against the Celtics. This is a professional basketball team that is locked in, dog. They ain't a halfway unserious squad like the Celtics. That just turn their brains off in moments during the game. Like these dudes is locked in, bro. They're gonna be there for a while. I think like this is a team looking at this team. I'm like, bro, this team's gonna be in the like vying for chips for the next few years, bro, for sure.
We want to let racism win. LaJethro, we cannot let racism win.
I'm sorry, bro. This Nuggets team is good. I'm just speaking facts, bro. And to me, like I know like with Giannis, and I think Giannis is the best player in the league. But I think we might be like everyone's calling this the Giannis era. I don't know, bro.
But Giannis versus Joker though.
We need that. We need that fade.
But we need Dame on the squad. We need Dame, LeBron, Giannis, OKD in there.
Oh, there's a lot of
just make it fair.
I don't want to deal with that team. I'm still a Lakers fan. I don't want to see LeBron on that Bucks team.
Look, we gave all we could give to the Lakers, Zach. All right, and what have y'all given us in return? Y'all listen to Bron, let him be GM. That's your own fault. Y'all let us get rid of KCP. We are our own worst enemy. We can't stand outside our own way. Y'all gotta. That's when y'all gotta tell LeBron, chill the fuck out, dog. Just go get some tacos. It's Tuesday, my boy.
Yeah, I think I'm just watching Bron on some like, hey, it's good to see the GOAT still playing basketball because I don't. This team is solid, my boy. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be very difficult to win four games in a 7-game series against these boys for the next few years. And they have a young at the core. Through Murray and MPJ and Joker, they got like how many years of their prime do they have? You know what I mean?
Anything is possible though.
Is it Murray's after? Obviously, only after game 1. Is it Murray's MVP to lose right now? Finals MVP.
What, you're not giving it to Joker with the triple double?
Come on, bro.
Finals run.
That was it. No. Murray's great game. Great game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like he was killing last series and all that stuff too. But that was a Joker game, bro. Joker was dominating, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of the things that people were getting was because of what Joker was doing. And we saw it when he was off the court, like how it kind of looked like when they were playing small ball without Joker and had Aaron Gordon as a big. Nobody was getting what they were getting prior. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, look, it's Joker's finals MVP to lose. 27, 14, and 10 tonight. I think he led all scores unless I'm smoking crack.
Yes.
Yeah, led all scores with a triple double, effortlessly, flawlessly board here.
One turnover, not a single bad decision. Like the turnover was just like you play basketball. People got good hands. You know what I mean? Like,
you niggas suck. Let's just be honest.
I
take pity on. Right. I know the league is hurting right now with this beautiful basketball series. So let me at least make it entertaining. Oh, we're up 24. Jan. Here, take me out midway through the 4th. I'll come back in and cook. Not a big deal.
Sheesh.
All right, fair enough.
What do y'all think the series looks like? Like how many games y'all think is? You think it's you still think it's 6 or how we?
Sweet.
I mean, look, you never want to. I've seen Warriors team get blasted by 40 or 50 by the Grizzlies, and so you never want to hang your hat on one game. I think if the Heat obviously need to get more free throws, you can't go a whole game. I think it was a finals record for least amount of free throw attempts. But I'm just saying,
they covered the Lakers that same way. Like the Lakers got so many free throws, then they got to this series, and the whole time it felt like the Lakers couldn't get free throws. So I do think it's a credit to their point. But Joe, you're right. Like they need more free throws. I mean, 3 points from Duncan Robinson, like.
Yeah, but he was in torture chamber, and he felt like that against the Celtics
over him. You know,
but it felt like that early against the Celtics. But Duncan, he got to hit that open 3. When he gets it. But 13 for 39 or whatever it was from 3 in the game. 3 or 4 of those go in. It's a different series. And the open looks they did have just blatant tricks. Max Strus, trick off central.
I think the thing is like when you're like being hounded on defense, and when you finally get an open, like your feel's going. You know what I'm saying? So like Duncan Robinson getting hounded on defense, they're fighting over every screen. He gets no good look. So when he finally gets a good look, he's rushing it. You know what I mean? Because that's what he's been doing all night, trying to get his shot off. Same with Strus. You feel me? Like the only person I saw like really like them backing off, giving open shots was Lowry. Like he had a couple of threes in the screens because like Joker was backing off and giving it to him. You feel me?
Yeah, you
know, need to do that next game.
Highsmith and Big Booty Judy, the only ones who are out there delivering 3-point buckets for you guys. It's a situation that needs to be discussed. But Jimmy got to step up too. It looks like there was times he was passing up shots, passing up opportunities. And yes, this is not the Celtics squad where you can cook those dudes at will. These dudes have length. They're throwing multiple looks at them. Each one of those dudes is Huff, eating their Wheaties, eating their vitamins. But, Jimmy got to figure out a way.
I was pretty excited, Joe. I saw Cody Zeller check into the game, and I was like, this is what we were promised. This is the white-on-white violence.
The prophecy.
The prophecy. Josiah prophesied. And Zeller went to meet him kind of like on a drive and went fucking flying. Played 8 total minutes after that.
Sometimes like, prophecies are not fulfilled. Like, where's Kevin Love? Throw Haslam in there. Let him take that razor blade from underneath his tongue. Little slip.
Is Kevin Love hurt right now? What? No minutes?
I think he's emotions.
Bro, I mean, who's gonna guard out there, bro? There's all the mismatches.
Yeah.
Food.
Like, when you're a DMP and the only other name on the DMP list is Jonas Haslam, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
Hey, guess
what?
He got
a lot of burn last game.
That direct deposit's still hitting.
Still hitting.
Give me that finals check. Give me that finals bonus.
Sure. I see this as a sweep. I will be surprised if the Heat get one. If the Heat get more than one, I'll be shocked. So that's where I sit with it.
I mean, it's just hard to say a SPO team doesn't at least get 2, but this Nuggets team is so good. And when it got close, like Mike Malone ain't playing, bro. It was like 12 timeout, like laser quick. Like,
Oh. Yeah,
bro,
we're not fucking around.
We ain't playing, bro. Stop playing.
Like,
we're gonna sit you down, get your minds right, then you go get out here, bro. I'm not giving you no chance to trick nothing. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
A bag finesse masterclass is on the way. Cracker Hoops, not quite yet. There's some grade A. Duncan Robinson actually had to start earning his bag, but he's a grade A bag finesser. He was living good. Do y'all think? I mean, look, Tyler Hero's supposed to allegedly come back game 3. Does he make a difference at all? I think he's going to be rusty and shaky, not really going to add much value. I do see a world where the Heat can steal game 2 if they can actually make some shots. They'll probably get more free throws. I'm sure we're not watching the post-game press conferences right now because we're on there getting bags of our own. But I'm sure there's some bitching and fussing going on about how we only took 2 free throws for the entire game. And granted, Nuggets played great defense, but you can't tell me in a 48-minute basketball game in the National Basketball Association that in the finals the team's only taking 2 free throws.
Yeah,
but I mean, to trip off this though, when was y'all looking at the game like that was a foul they didn't call? I didn't have any moments where I was like they should have called that. You know, what I mean, maybe offensively there's a couple push-offs they didn't.
Should have gave that Jimmy that take foul in the first quarter. Just give us something.
For sure, there was very few where I was like, that's a foul. Like, you know what I mean? They are really solid defensively, bro. This team is so impressive. Like I was watching just like this is good basketball. This is so like I felt so nerdy. Just like look at these sets. Look at the off-ball movement. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like great even, cut. You know,
I'll say like even the Heat,
bro. I sound like a grit grind dude, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
a guy that replies to you're not watching the tape. Like,
right. You're a casual. You didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And can we just talk about the term casual for once? Like. It's a lot of bum dudes who never hooped before in life throwing that term around. And it's like, just because you're behind the keyboard and your Abby is of another man that you'll never be, like, please stop throwing that casual thing around. We all appreciate basketball. Some of us played. Some of us made it to college and were straight ass. But nonetheless, got our educations paid for. Some made to the league. Some play high school, whatever. We all appreciate and love basketball. Everybody thinks now because they can jump on StatViews and Pro Basketball Reference and Synergy and break down a few plays. You such a fucking basketball mind. Go get your ass a coaching job. Yeah. Let me know what it happens. Go get you a video coordinator job. Let me know when that happens. Like, shit. You're a casual. Like, bro, I'm just like basketball. Like, we're both ass. We're both mid right now. We will both cook each other. First to one, we might not finish the game, but it's all good.
I respect people that watch the game casually, though, bro. Like, dude, watch the game casually. Don't be a stress yourself out the way that I do watching basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that.
You have a beautiful life.
Yeah, dude.
It is to be admired, not ridiculed.
Yeah, being a fan of basketball to this degree is not. There's no happiness here.
Like, you're at the crib watching the game in a 20-pound vest with a ball in your hand, doing crossover dribbles all the time. No, you're on the couch just like me. I had a smothered pork chop tonight. I don't know what you were eating, but we're all chilling at the crib. The itis was setting. I got about 35 minutes, gentlemen, for this itis sets in. So we're gonna work our way through it.
I had Ms. Lala, and getting in here, I was like,
what'd you have? Did you have the salmon?
Or the
okay,
fish?
always the salmon. Always
very
good.
Oh, the other one will put you. The shawarma puts me under. Like, I'm too tired.
For sure.
But looking at this Nugget squad just real quick.
Yeah.
Like we've already talked about, it's like you saw the same thing in the Lakers series, right? Like, okay, Lakers make a couple adjustments, make a couple fixes. Next game, they'll be able to get the game. Okay, they came back, cut it to 3, whatever it may be. LeBron might have took a janky 3. LeBron, you know, I roll with you and I love you, but goddamn it, go to the cup. And then it's like, all right, they'll get it back next game. But then Nuggets come back next game, and Joker's due for like a 35 piece. That's
crazy.
Just imminent.
35 triple double, wasn't it?
I'm saying like a 35, 22, and 13, just
silly.
Not breathing hard, even though, you know, Joker's like Luka, like guys who literally have a body that feel like I have. But I know, and if I got out on that court, I'd be sucking a lot of air. So
is Joker? Go ahead, Joe. Sorry,
I was gonna say, like, you think the Heat will be able to make adjustments? They will. Caleb Martin might play a little better next game. Jimmy might play a little better next game. Bam's probably not going to play at the level he played at game 2 that he did in game 1. So at the end of the day, it's going to counteract each other. And the ass whooping might be imminent.
Does Joker fill up like a stat line in the like? He seems like the most effortless stat line fill that I can remember, where you're like, he's having like a great game, and then you look at the sheet and it's like 22 rebounds, 15 assists, and you're like, oh my fucking God. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, I mean, like, I don't know. There's guys that you watch over time where it's like, okay, they're having a good game, and you look up and it's like, oh fuck, they did it so effortlessly.
He's one of those guys that makes basketball look easy. Like, there's people that like Kyrie, the way he plays, like, it's beautiful basketball. One of my favorite players to watch. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But like, the things he does are extremely difficult. You know what I mean? Like, but Joker's one of those guys that like makes it extremely easy. Makes you feel like you can play basketball, and then you try it and you can do zero of the things that he can do. You know what I mean? But like, he just makes it look so easy out there to like be controlling an offense, and it's extremely difficult to play basketball the way he does.
I'm a little older than you gentlemen. You know, back in my day, when some of my favorite players were doing this, filling up the stat sheet, they were called stat patters, they were called stat stuffers, stat merchants, whatever you may have. But
he's winning doing it though. I don't know.
My point is, you know, the point of like, somebody tried to tell me LeBron was stat stuffing in the game 7 of the NBA Finals before, and I had to literally just cut off all communication with him. Like, you're telling me he's stuffing stats in the game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Keep them people out your life.
He's just trying to.
Keep them people out your life.
He's just trying to snatch that. But I think, look, Joker, as much shit as we giving him, like, deserve those 2 MVPs, deserve the MVP this year, obviously. Yeah. But you just see the Nuggets and what was cracking with them this season. Like, we're tired of busting y'all ass. We're just gonna get a little break. Look forward to these playoffs. Yeah. Go ahead. None of y'all gonna catch us. Go ahead. Get your cardio in. And to see Joker now, what he's done this postseason, the amount of triple doubles. Again, another gentleman, my fellow UCLA Bruin, average triple double for numerous seasons. They told me that he was stat stuffing, but now we're seeing the value of triple doubles again. People try to tell me that triple doubles don't matter anymore.
Yeah,
just wild. It's wild. But now we're praising and celebrating triple doubles. So yeah. And yes, was Westbrook going to the finals with those squads? No, they were trash, but they were making the playoffs. They were winning games. They weren't losing many games. People like to pretend they were, but nonetheless, rocking with Joker.
It's so funny hearing the commentators just amazed. And, this is one of the players where you watch, like, yeah, like, he is that amazing. Other than when they were like, he passes like magic and rebounds like Moses Malone. Like, I think even like, come on, all right, we put it in. But other than that, like, he's just, man, like, everybody's just amazed watching the man play ball.
I mean, never want to disrespect Magic, but the frequency which he can get assists, obviously usage rate, all that good square terminology and shit, but the frequency which he can make the right pass, like when the doubles come in, he's not even phased, just like, oh.
He doesn't make
wide
bad
open
decisions with the basketball, G.
Wide open.
You know what I mean?
Like I was saying to you guys, I think when they were playing the Lakers, there was a ball that came flying in from like the corner to him, and he just didn't catch it. He just like held his hand like this and like rerouted it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it wasn't out of control. It was like a volleyball pass. And I was just like, I've never seen it. Didn't look like he was trying. He didn't look surprised he did it. It's
even that pass to Aaron Gordon when he was cutting late in the game. I think the game was like 9 points, and it was like, yo, we need a bucket just to get it to 10. You know what I mean? And he's down court off the dribble, throws a bullet to Aaron Gordon. He gets fouled at the rim. Yeah. But it's like he just crossed half court. This is your center. Yeah, throwing it through the teeth of the defense on a dime, bro. Like, come on, G, crazy.
Do you guys want to hit some of the other news around the league?
I mean, there's a big announcement.
Where's our spot? Okay, I see our Puperoni spots. Want to make sure the bag was still
on here.
It's up there. It's up there. Yeah.
Here we go.
So today, Adam Silver. This is from Tim McMahon. Adam Silver on John Morant. We uncovered a fair amount of additional information. We probably could have brought it to a head now, but we've made the decision that it would be unfair to these players and these teams to announce that decision in the middle of the series. I don't know why he had to say this. I understand. I guess people are asking, so you feel like you need to answer the question. But when he says something like that, it's like when you get a call from like a teacher and they're like, "I need to see you," and you're like, "For what?" And you're like, "Come to the office." And you're like,
"Not going."
Fuck. Like, straight, it's going to be, yeah. You know it's going to be bad. When the answer is like, we'll let you know at a later date, it's bad. And so my question to you guys is, how bad is the John Morant suspension going to be?
Zach, any of us who've gotten in trouble at school, right, especially public school, when you get in trouble, right, that call's going to come to the crib around like 4:30, maybe about 5:30. Parents make sure their parents are home from work, intercepting the call, listening to the entire message, making sure, not letting mother or father know what's cracking. But I think for Adam Silver to say that like it's the middle of the series, first of all, Adam, it's the beginning of the series. Second, these dudes don't play again until Sunday. So you're going to have this dude waiting in limbo, waiting to hear what your big grand lay the hammer down thing. And just let the man know, is it 50 games? Is it 20 games? What, does he got to change his name to Demetrius and just rock out? It's Demetrius Morant for the rest of his career.
Demetrius on the back of the jersey.
He's like,
they changed the number to his punishment is he used to wear Demetrius on the back, and now he's to rock like number 73.
Yeah,
like,
janky
can't
number.
Have a cool number. Has to be
number.
Rec specs, like dial all of it down.
I imagine he already knows, though. I imagine he already knows. I imagine they've already discussed it. This hasn't been announced yet. I think privately they've already discussed what time it is, dog. You know what I mean? And I mean,
we know what we're gonna do, but we're not gonna tell you. Like,
right? And I think it's at least 50. I think it's at least 50. I think it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more, being that like the frequency at which like. I think the stories that went out before, like when he was pointing the gun at the Pacers, where we couldn't, we don't know if it's true. Him fighting a high schooler and then like grabbing the burner for a high schooler is like, we don't know. But then like the gun pulling, okay, bro, we're gonna talk to you about this. Then he does it again right after it. It makes me feel like he hasn't done it. He hasn't threatened.
Chuck said that no one's been hurt.
Nobody's been hurt, but it does feel like in these actions, I'm like, with the high schooler thing, that seems more like he may be a threat to others more than just himself. I thought he was like a threat to himself. Like, you're gonna mess yourself, but I don't know, bro. He seems like like Adam Silver straight up said it. What he said that we don't know what it will take for him to to learn his lesson, which was that to me was telling as well. Like,
I'm 23. All right, let's clear up the high school thing. High school kids are assholes. Let's just be honest,
bro. But beating them up is one thing, but then going to grab the blicky, bro. You gonna grab the stick, like, bro.
You gotta let this 17-year-old know you mean business,
bro. Right? You already beat the man up, and then the whole Should I do it to him? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you beat up a high schooler. That's weird. And then, but
yeah,
you grab the
junior
stick.
high,
That's
high
crazy.
school combo.
You know what I mean?
They could have been in the middle school, high school combo school at the same time. So I'm just saying the age difference isn't that wild. Yeah, but for Silver to be like, oh, we know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna like, all right, John, go ahead and watch this beautiful basketball that all the supportive basketball fans are watching and non-casual. Like casual fans aren't watching anyway. You want to pique their interest? Go ahead and let us know what's cracking, dog. Drop that suspension. Let John know what he has to deal with. But I'm just gonna say high school kids, and I love my coach high school kids. They're great. But other teams' kids, assholes. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, like this is the thing, like, but you're Ja Morant. One of the biggest stars, maybe the most exciting player to watch in basketball. You know what I mean? The future of the NBA. And beating up the high school is already a bad decision. But then you grab the stick, bro. Like you go in the house to come out like you concealing something. My G. Bro, stop it.
As the father of Raymond from White Man Can't Jump, I'm fully supportive. Sometimes you gotta go to the car, get the other gun.
You gotta grab the stick, bro.
Raymond wasn't going to shoot everybody's ass. He only had 6 bullets in the gun. It was only 6 asses that were getting shot, but he had to let the whole playground know what time it was.
I can't agree, man, but I get the energy, but I can't agree with you.
I don't support guns. I don't use guns.
To John's point, in 1 year, you have the incident of him slapping a security guard after his mom got to shit at a finish line.
The finish line was the worst part of that.
Yeah, yeah. You have the high schooler incident. You have
that's wild. Yeah,
allegedly, someone maybe pointed a laser-sighted gun at the Pacers. That was inconclusive, but it was like they were never going to find that out.
It's the Pacers.
Who in that tinted car is going to be like, oh yeah, Adam Silver, like without your subpoena power, let me tell you exactly what happened to the car. They're not going to tell him. So that
God is good. God is good.
You have Ja on a road trip with a gun. There's all the strip club pictures that come out on top of that.
Zach, we do not know if he had a gun on the plane.
Ain't nothing wrong.
But he was on the road trip.
What's wrong with the strip club picture?
But it's Colorado, open carry state.
It's all of that. That's a tough look. You know what I'm saying?
He did look like he was off of perk 30, bro. He did look.
The amount of cash.
But that's judgment being made. I don't know. So
I've never done them. Heard they're good though. Never done them. Heard positives.
If you want
in moderation,
if you want to spend your paycheck at a strip club, power to you. But if you're spending your checks there after pointing a gun at the Pacers, pulling a gun out on that same road trip, and we don't know if he brought it on the road trip, it was like, where the fuck the gun come from? And then he pulls the gun again, and it's like, okay, at this point, the league has to do something. Like, they didn't do shit the first one. They let him have like you're suspended, but really just go chill for 2 weeks and you come back. Now they like have to, and like Chuck and I were talking about this, but it's like, it didn't happen in team property like the Wizards incident. No one got hurt, thankfully. But like, if you brought a gun on the team plane,
team property, the Pacers, that wasn't like on team.
It was just a laser. It was just a laser. We don't know what it was.
That's the issue with that one. They're like, oh, it's just a laser.
Had a laser on them.
Look, I watch a ton of Law and Order. I was a big LA Law fan as a child growing up. This man has done nothing illegal, and I'm not here to be supportive of job. Stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
Should have said music video for the IG live while we was just filming a music video
right now.
for the gram. For the gram.
Y'all be safe out here, dog.
What happened?
Look at Harry Brown's. Y'all move smooth, baby.
In moderation with a doctor's note, okay? We are not
just be safe.
We're not telling you guys to do things that are against the law, but sometimes you need that extra pick me up or pick me down, however you feel it. All right, however you feel it in life.
It's not to say that like Joe, you're right. It's not illegal to have a gun and do whatever, but you're not being held to like the standard of the law. Like the league is the league. Like getting to play in the NBA is a privilege, and like. With that, you got to take what fucking, Adam Silver says. And so,
but Zach, you know what else is a privilege? My Second Amendment rights, right? 2A, as everybody's talking about. 2A, my right to bear arms.
Just trying to get the bag from Turning Point USA.
Right.
They're probably big.
Daily Wire.
That love that 2A shit. How is that? But think about this. Like, they were making the Constitution, right? Making these amendments. And they're like, all right, first one, you got to have free speech. Second one, you need to have heaters. Like, damn, what was on their mind? That was like, you need heaters as number 2.
I think they needed heaters because they were worried that the government might take, turn on them. No,
I'm fine
seriously,
with that.
I think they made that rule because it was like, yo,
But
if the
imagine
gun
us all
gets turned
sitting
on me,
down and like,
you got a musket.
stop
I got
tyranny.
a musket too, my boy.
Yeah.
You know
well,
what
my
I'm
point
saying?
is this:
So, hey,
like,
you
we're all
feel me?
sitting around, right? And the first
That
thing
don't matter. That don't matter now, though.
Free speech, you can have whatever God you want, all that good stuff. All right, but second one, if you talk too recklessly, I got this heater waiting for you. Okay, if you're trying to infringe on my shit, like I got the heater, I got the blicky. Number 2, that's the number 2 thing we're concerned with, not 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? All the other shit after that, like, and then black people, you can vote way down the line.
I just feel like, bro, like I understand having a scrap, have like the I was gonna say the scrap. Sorry, the St. Louis came out. You feel me? I understand having a stick on you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's your decision, whatever, right? But you out here flashing it, doing all that weird stuff, pointing the laser, bro.
I get it.
That's not responsible. And we ain't rocking with none of that.
I don't support it. It's not responsible, but Tennessee's an open carry, right?
Yeah.
No permit state. Everybody loves guns, right? Everybody loves guns in this country till you see a black man with the little twisties holding up with some young boy. So I don't condone it. Like, you don't never see me with heaters. I used to have a bunch of toy guns back in my day, but not a real one. Hated BB guns, don't like violence, like fist fights. Like if you want to do something, chunk them deuces, call it a day. But I think at the end of the day, Ja hasn't done anything illegal. Is it a good look for the league? No, like of course not. He's a role model. I think the wild thing is when we really spin this forward, all this stuff's happening, right? Ja's future's in limbo. Yeah, all these kids, Bryce James, Dad, give me them Ja ones. Dog, I'm rocking these Ja ones, EYBL. All the kids are rocking the Ja. They literally do not care. So it's almost like NBA is kind of in a tough spot because Ja, was more or less going to be the face of the league. He was getting set up to be that guy. The only dude kind of, shout out to Giannis, shout out Joker and beat all them dudes. None of them dudes really moving the needle. I'm not going to ever wear a pair of Jokers. I might wear some Giannis's, but they're going to have to be on the low or free. Like, I'm never wearing a pair of Embiid's. So you see the way that Ja was moving the needle in the league, and he's only 23, high flying, all that other good stuff. Yeah. So they got to be smart with how they move, right? And like, let this dude obviously figure it out. He's got to obviously show some whatever the word is, retribution, whatever the shit is. Let him, restitution. One of them words they make, he got to be like Morgan Freeman in Shawshank, so you get that parole.
I wonder what's gonna happen with that Nike bag, though. I'm really interested in that. I'm wondering how Nike's gonna move. I'm not rooting for the man to lose more money. I'm just not. I'm rooting for the man to make better decisions.
You know how Nike's gonna move?
To lose. You said what?
You know how Nike's gonna move? Like that Westbrook meme. Look around.
Pew. You feel me? They gonna stay.
I'm gonna eat that. Yeah.
They gonna chill.
Damn it. Yeah. But we still overcharging for these shoes.
Hey man, I hope they figure that out though. Really
Contrition, appreciate you, Andrew Taylor. Retribution, whatever. I'm talking
about. 20 minutes.
You gotta show some contrition.
The thing about Ja, like before all the like trying to be hard stuff, like Ja was like this perception of Ja was he was actually cool. And you don't see but I'm saying, but you see a lot of folks that like Giannis is like cool to kids, but I look at Giannis as funny, fun. But I don't look at like a cool dude. There's not many cool people on the planet. There's like 3. You feel me? And Ja seemed to be one of them before he got, what I'm saying? So that's what made him like he was a great basketball player, and he seemed like a real, like actually cool human. So that's why he moves the needle in that way. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
I'll ask both of you like this. You guys are 23 years old. I gave you $100 million, unlimited Casamigos, and the Lord's internet. I would be a studio thug. I'm gonna be a straight studio.
I'm not holding the burner, bro. No. I'm not the person that's holding the burner, bro. It's not me. I might have some.
They're in the photo with me.
You said be on an island.
They're in the photo with me.
I never agreed with the like. Don't hang with your homies. Like, nah, bro. Like, if I was rich like that, we all rich, cuz you feel me? Like, and we gonna have some conversations if some bad decisions are made. So I don't believe in that whole, like you gotta, I don't believe in that. You feel me? But I definitely wouldn't be the one, what I'm saying, flashing the joint, the stick on camera. That would not be me with $100 million. I'm protecting the bag for everybody. And you see what his homie did. The homie that what I'm saying, that supposed
did this
is the real one. You feel me? He was like, bro, like he trying to protect the bag more than Ja is. You know what I mean?
All I'm gonna say is once the alcohol gets involved, the other stuff. I just seen a Caucasian gentleman jump off a boat in the Bahamas because he got dared. He was a little too turned up.
Fuck.
And got, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what you said? You said what happened? What happened?
He got eaten by a shark.
Kid got dared to jump off a boat in the Bahamas, and they showed the video. It looks like a shark's in the water. It was like heavily shark infested waters. They couldn't find the body. But I'm just going to say, kids do dumb things. Like a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh, how old was dude?
Like 18 or something like that. It was like a high school graduation trip. And I mean, but this is my thing. Everybody's on the internet making jokes, whatever. But it's like kids do dumb things, right? I can only imagine being that turned up and being in a situation where somebody might have dared me to do some dumb stuff. Generally, I like to think I'm a rational human being, but I've also had moments, obviously, where that Migos takes its turn and you turn to a human being that you don't remember in the morning.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, very fair, very true.
Oh, that's y'all clowning the man that got
no,
eight?
don't read that. Don't. We got a
nah,
sponsor.
nah,
No, he's got in the comments.
No,
Don't show the comments. We're gonna just shift. We're gonna shift away from the job really quick.
Like that shit is sad to me, but it's like
for sure
dumb things, man. Like it's like
we're gonna just go to the Bob Myers thing, and then we'll do the ad read after that, just because.
Good job, Zach. Space it out.
Clean, yeah.
This show is not called In Pocket.
Yeah, fair. Bob Myers leaving the Warriors. The interaction between he and owner or co-owner Joe Lacob, very weird. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I didn't see it.
If we have the clip, I think they have the clip. It's underneath.
I'm gonna work.
Did y'all hear about that?
I'm gonna work you.
Taz's Travels keeps talking about the Spo motivational video. I did see that. Did y'all see that too? We can talk about it later. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We can get to that. I have no idea what the video was, but the thing for me with Bob Myers leaving the Warriors. Now, Bob Myers, for those who don't know, is the guy that basically was the architect of this current Warriors roster. Found Steph, Clay, basically. Did he not find them, Joe?
Steph was there. I think Steph was there. Clay was there. Drafted Draymond. He got Iggy. He got Wiggins. So I'm just saying he was like a lot of Hollywood execs that I know. He's taking a lot of credit for a lot of things. He got a lot of credit for. It's like I used to be at Comedy Central. Zach, I had a lot of execs like, I worked on South Park. I'm like, okay, you're not trash.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get
there though.
in case they want this circle up, let me get this clean. Bob Myers inherits Steph and Clay, finds Draymond, makes the trades for Iggy, and does all these things that kind of helped assemble the team into this title contender. Brought about some of the analytics era we now know in the league, or at least 3-point analytics. But I think for him, he doesn't want to be the knife man that he has to be now. Like, that's the unfortunate side of this business. Someone's going to have to carve this roster up. You got to figure out what to do with Clay. You got to figure out what to do with Dre. Like, I don't think Bob Myers cares to do that. He won his rings. He loves these guys. I don't think he wants to do it. But here's the clip of them at the press conference. Now, mind you, it has come out that he is not going to work for the Warriors anymore. They're doing this presser together. Go ahead.
Couple quick questions. Is Bob running the draft then?
Tim, I wasn't very good at that anyway, so
the decision probably already had been made, so they didn't know how to answer that question, being that they knew he was leaving.
Exactly in the next month.
You know what I mean?
He says he doesn't know.
June 30th. So the draft falls within there. But
get your ass
it might not have been.
We don't.
And he says
support role. Okay.
Bob,
And
he
also-
says Bob is hired till the 30th. And Bob's like, well, I'm in a support role. And it's like,
no free bags. I'm Joe Lake. How you think rich white people stay rich? Like, no free. You're getting paid to the 30th. You will be working till June 29th at 11:59. Then your email will be cut off. Your fob will no longer work. But until that point, Bobby, you belong to me.
Juan, there's a comment that's saying they say Kerr might retire because of it. Is that hearsay on Twitter, or is there something?
They're saying Kerr to the Spurs potentially, but I think, and Zach, to your point, it feels like Pete Carroll at SC minus all the the infractions and allegations. Like, we're about to be cooked. Had a good run. Got my 4 chips. On to Seattle. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, Playboys.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the other part is like, you can't, like, the Warriors pushed forward the game of basketball. Like, they were the catalyst to evolve the way the game is played by shooting threes like no one had ever seen.
For sure.
You're not going to just figure out how to evolve the game again in another cycle. Like, There are teams that shoot more threes than the Warriors now. There are teams that shoot threes better than the Warriors now.
Who?
There are teams that score faster than the Warriors now. No, I'm just saying, I think just 3-point efficiency, the Warriors are not number one in the league this year.
That's fair.
I could be wrong. But
I think the Celtics were first half of the season. I think the Kings scored faster than
but
them
what
this year too.
And what does all that mean? What happened when
everybody at home? Everybody be talking about it at the crib.
I'm saying, regular season. But the thing is that we talk about what the Warriors built, right? But they had the personnel to build that squad, right? And it's unconventional at that point. Like you think about a guy like Steph early on in his career, not even really shooting that many threes. Now he's at 10, 11 per game or whatever it may be consistently. But everybody looking at Steph and looking at them like, oh, we can do that too. And it's like, oh, all right, you go shoot threes too. It's like, are you shooting 1,000 threes a day like Steph's doing? Are you working on all this stuff? Nah, but I was open. It's like, okay, brick. Like,
I think like Bob Myers, I think him leaving, now we know they can't keep the core together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that's proof that because that was the person that would have done it. They would have made sure, you know what I mean? I don't think he could. I don't know. It's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be really, really difficult with Brad and the decision you have to make in the future.
But here's the issue, right? I think this year, if Draymond wants to be a savage and just opt in, like screw y'all, but I don't think he will because he can get a better. Obviously, this is a numbers game at this point.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how long his career he has left. So if he can get something where he can get a 3-year deal. But I think Draymond's just crazy enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna opt in. Now y'all gonna eat this $500 million in salary and luxury tax, and you figure it out. You keep pool here if you want to, but y'all better start making some moves and finagling and getting some stuff cracking. And then Clay next year, they're not gonna be able to give him that back. That'll be like the real this Dre situation this summer. But what they do with Clay, if they give him an extension or not, or if they let Clay become a free agent, potentially walk next year, I think we'll learn by trade deadline kind of what it smells like, what's really going on with this Warrior squad. Impressive to see, though. Warriors fans, you did this to yourself. All the shit you were talking, we did not forget.
We'll see, man. I'm not truly, I'm not really happy about the Corby, bro, to be honest, bro. As much as I've rooted against them every game I've ever watched, you know what I mean? But still, it'd be nasty to see any of them in jerseys that are not the Warriors.
It's like when Destiny's Child broke up. You know what I mean? Like the new crew is okay, but nothing will ever replicate.
Well, Natasha still, man, she went crazy. Y'all left her behind.
Nothing will ever replicate.
She was crazy. She was fired.
Wyclef
the
remix.
You know what'll never get broken up? Crumbs' love for Puperoni.
Oh,
okay. This episode is brought to you by Puperoni, the original beef-flavored dog treats made for your most valuable pup. And while your dog can't experience the excitement of watching the NBA Finals like we can, you can inject that same excitement into their life by feeding them the irresistible Puperoni treats. As you know, Crumbs is addicted to these treats. Once he gets a whiff of those beef rounds or beef sticks, he gets just as crazy as the Denver Nuggets fan base when the media continues to ignore them. Or like Jimmy Butler, when he gets a matchup he knows can't guard him. So bring more to the table than belly rubs and be your best friend's best friend for the playoffs by getting some Puperoni treats. To learn more about Puperoni original beef flavor snacks, go to Puperoni.com. That's Pupperoni.com.
Zach, are you a beef rounds guy? Tell the truth.
I love a beef round, man.
All right. Whoa, hey.
That's the good stuff. Crumbs, dude. John's seen it in the office. That man loves
the way he eats pepperoni. It makes me want to try it. Yeah. Like he smacked like the little beef stick, and I'm like, and then he went to the little pepperoni looking joint, and I'm like, if he didn't eat that, I was going to try it on the low. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, if Josh Harker drinks breast milk, we could taste the pepperoni. I'm gonna be honest. It's meat. You said short rib. Every time you say the short rib pepperoni, y'all know I'm a bigger gentleman. My mind starts to just wonder, fixate, like, damn, how hungry would I have to be as a human to eat this dog snack? Like, what would be the criteria for me to go ahead and knock one of these out?
The way he got it, man. He make them look delicious. So
yeah. All right, a couple more things we got to hit before we get out of here. Let's start with Monty. Monty Williams, 6 years, $78 million. Could make as much as 100. I saw that going around.
If they make the playoffs, which we talked about.
Gentlemen, my question to you is $78 million enough money to get you to live in Detroit?
Detroit's a great city, bro.
I'm be honest.
Detroit's
Just
a great
trying to
city.
see if I could get either you.
Y'all be hating on Midwest and Southern cities, bro. It's
I'm not
very
hating.
West Coast
Hey.
elitist in this mug. You feel me?
Let me tell you why there's no hate coming here. We live in California, right? That's 60 or 78 mil. You still gonna be struggling a little bit. You're not really gonna be living as good as you possibly.
You ain't gonna
could.
be in the hills like you think you are.
No.
Like, you can take $1 million in Detroit. You could buy the Silver Dome. I'm just saying, like, you could take $1 million to Detroit. 13-bedroom house, movie theater, bowling alley. You know.
Yeah. True.
Detroit's a great city. I for sure would. I mean, they had to pay him that to get him to coach the team, though. Like, I think we were talking to Chuck earlier, and they said that he was like, "Nah, I'm cool on Detroit." You know what I mean? Not the city, but the Pistons. You feel me? And then they were like, "Well, we're gonna pay you more than any other coaches." Oh, well, in that case, like smart decision. I'm glad he got
What was
the
the
bag.
first
I don't know what
offer,
he's gonna
though?
do with that squad, though. You feel me?
I wonder what that first offer was. He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'd rather just do nothing." Like, you know what I'd rather do? Not take your money.
But the thing is, though, I think he's a millionaire. You know, he's a millionaire. You know, so like that's the smart way to be rich. Where like if you want me to work, you're gonna have to pay me an obscene amount, maybe more than I'm worth, because I don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I can afford to not do nothing ever again. I've made that type of money in my life. So hey, bro, he moving the way I would imagine. You know, like that's how you should move when you rich. You know what I mean? Like if you want me to work, well, pay me an obscene amount of money, bro. You feel me? Because that's what's gonna get me to leave my home when I don't have to. You feel me?
I'm about 37 months away from that, but for minor bags, that's definitely the feeling. Like the calculations that go on in the head, like, nah, it's too much work. No, nothing.
Right.
Oh, we'll give you this. Nah, that's like, oh, but what's the job? Because like 8 to 10 hour days. I'd be tired.
The Pistons roster is so fascinating because they have so many like super intriguing prospects, like Cade Cunningham. They have was Jaden Ivey, but then they also have like RJ Hampton and James Wiseman. Like, no offense,
James Wiseman is intriguing. He still do not throw the towel on James Wiseman.
I thought you were gonna defend friend of the program RJ Hampton.
I rock with RJ Hampton too. I mean, but this is the thing, bro. But seriously, this is what we've learned
Zach,
about the
you
league.
are a
right?
monster, bro. You're just a monster, dog.
But this is what we learned about the league.
No respect for nothing.
Don't disrespect out of pocket guests. No disrespect for any out of pocket guests,
bro. You said in front of the man. Now you want to fire him up.
These gentlemen are richer than us. I'll just point that out. But I think that's the thing about the league, right? You take a dude like Caleb Martin, right? Caleb Martin bouncing around, cut by the Hornets. You're not good enough to be here, boy. MJ saying F that kid. And then finds a home with Spo. A lot of times, and you've seen a lot of dudes' careers go the wrong way just because they're not in the right position. I think about Bol. You know, he could have had his trajectory as a savior of basketball ruined by situations he had in other parts. And he goes to Orlando, he gets the opportunity to cook. So just,
I mean, Malik Monk was almost out the league.
Malik Monk was getting clowned, right? Until the Lakers saved him.
Bro, we got him for next to nothing. And he looked like a god in the playoffs this year, and he was great for the Lakers last year, you know.
Lonnie Walker dipped from the Spurs, got a prove-it deal with the Lakers, as he said on this very show.
And that bag is coming.
Coming. Lonnie, you will not be a Laker anymore. Keep that meditation going.
Right,
we miss you. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you for helping us thwart the Warriors in the dynasty. Made Bob Myers retire. Lonnie Walker made Bob Myers retire and Steve Kerr reconsider whether he wants to coach the Warriors or not. God is good. God is good. I don't want to do this anymore. We just got cooked by Lonnie Walker. I didn't want to be GM no more. I'm out.
Oh, John made me feel bad about that one.
No, man, I'm just messing with you. But also,
you're right.
I'm
you're
playing
right.
with you.
Zach, as you know, I'm a part-time hater. I just pretend to be a good guy on this show. Tons of hate in my heart, thrive off negativity, just like everybody in this chat. Everybody be serious. When something happens to one of your enemies, you're happy. Don't lie about it. Like, not obviously there's a limit. Okay. But just simple things. Like, okay.
I'll be blocking them. I don't know what they got going on, bro.
I check just to make sure.
I ain't gonna waste no energy. You know, you do you over there. Best of luck, and I'm gonna do me over here. You feel me? We cool.
Pray for their downfall.
That's crazy. That's too much energy.
My prayers have been answered.
The last news we got: Nick Nurse hired as the 76ers coach. He was asked do you want James Harden back? And his answer was, well, I would say this. It is James's decision to make, and I'd be very happy if he came back. I don't know. Oh, here we have it.
You got to be better at the end of those 2 months.
They was grilling his ass.
Back. Pardon me?
Do you want James Harden back?
James Harden's a great player.
That didn't answer the question.
Well,
He answered it.
You didn't answer the question. That'd be so spicy.
James has a decision to make. And,
Dude, Philly is a crazy
I'd be
place.
very happy if he came back.
If you want James
You
Harden back,
answered the question.
James Harden's a great player. That's
Dude,
Zach.
in
I've studied
Toronto.
Caucasians. I've studied Caucasians for all my life, Zach. That's Caucasian for fuck you, buddy. Get out of here. Beat it, buddy.
Toronto, they're not asking that question. And if they did, there wouldn't be, you didn't ask the question. It'd be like, oh, thank you, sir. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. And then they'd shuffle off. But Philadelphia, they don't give a fuck. Good hire, right? I would assume. Your thoughts?
sure.
Anyone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
sure.
do you think your guy's friend Glenn Rivers lands?
I don't think he coaches again, my guy.
Again?
Honestly.
Ever?
I mean, I think that somebody made a call, but I thought that it was like, you know, Nick. It was maybe it was a job that Nick Nurse got. You know what I'm saying, in Houston. So like, I don't know, bro. I don't. Who after like it was? They keep highlighting all the things that he did that were the worst things ever. Like he broke all the wrong records. You know, you want to break over the last few years. And I don't know who wants to really, give their team. I don't know who thinks that guy gives their team a chance to win.
Yeah, true. All right, gentlemen, any last thoughts before we head out of here for the night?
Yes. Just before we go, I'd just like to point out that we do not care about the Pistons. We do not care about the Sixers. Minor words, we love that bad, though. Never like the pocket watch, but go buy yourself something nice, buddy. And Nick Nurse, Sixers are cooked. It is what it is. Accept your mortality and keep it pushing.
My message for closing is how much longer till Trae Young's a Laker? Like, let's get this deal done, huh? Make the trade. Make the call.
I don't know, Zach.
Come on.
I'm just telling you. We got to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Lakers are cheap. Spencer
I know. Now I'm like, get through this finals. So I want to fucking find out. I want to turn the page. I want to find out how the Lakers book continues. But anyway,
they might get Skip Bayless.
We'll be back Sunday, correct? Sunday, I believe, after that game, and we got some good episodes coming up. We got some guests maybe coming through, correct?
Yeah, that's how we moving.
So should be a fun one.
Who said that? What y'all doing behind the scenes?
No, ain't nothing. We talked about it with Dragonfly Jones and Guardy hopping on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Our N-words.
Wednesday, so we can go ahead. You know what I mean?
I thought we was getting Sabonis or somebody like that.
Oh no, man, we getting the homies pulling up. You feel me?
So
that went through. It's approved.
Yeah, it's approved.
This is the closest we're getting to Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Got this shit on the desk. All right. We'll be back Sunday. Tap in, hit the subscribe button so you know when the episodes drop or when the lives happen. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys Sunday night.
Appreciate y'all.
Bienvenuti.